Hello everybody, I'm Christian Lamitschka for Country Music News International. Today on the show we have Lance Stinson. Lance, welcome.
Welcome. Glad to be here with you, Christian.
Lance, it's your first time here on Country Music News International.
It is, and it's an honor to be here with you, and I'm glad to be here with you.
Can you please introduce yourself a little bit more so we get an idea who you are and what you're doing?
Well, I'm from South Georgia originally, is where I'm from, and I'm Lance Stinson, and I was born in a little small town, and I'm a singer-songwriter, and we're releasing my first national single on the 16th of this month, and we're really excited about it, and I'm glad you took some time to let me come in and see you.
What's the special about the song?
The song I wrote with a friend of mine from back home, which is actually, we both live here now, but we're both from Georgia, and it's just a fun summertime song about a city boy that meets a country boy that meets a city girl, and he has to teach her about how we do it in the country. So he takes her off. They turn off the pavement on the dirt road, and they turn up the music, and they go down to the river on the sandbar and do a little skinny dipping and drinking some rum, and it's about having a good time. And it's a really fun song, and we're really super excited about it. Super excited.
So, as a songwriter, you're really creative.
Oh yeah.
So, what's the better job, to stay on stage or stay behind in writing songs?
Well, to me, I really enjoy both, but if I had to, if you said, okay, you can only have one,
Yep.
I would have to be a performer, because I love to play live. Live music to me is just fun, and that's, a lot of people have this right there. That's my choice of drug, is when you get on stage and hear the crowd and you see how people react to your music. To me, that's what it's supposed to be all about. Now, I really love writing music because that's the creative side of it, and you get to share your stories and emotions that you feel, or things you've been through, or people things they've been through. And but if I had to pick one, I'd have to be just an entertainer, because that's what I love to do.
What comes first, the song or the lyrics?
To me, the lyrics is the most important thing, and I'm all about something. Even this song, the single that comes out, it's a new kind of modern sound thing, but it has a cool story to it. And to me, a song is supposed to have a story, so you can follow along with it, to me. So when I'm writing music, it's always something where, like this song here was a story I heard about a friend of mine, and we took it and made a song out of it. And I take things and make it's a story to me, and I want people to be able to read into it and make it relatable, so people can relate to it and put it in their life in some way or another. And that to me is important. The whole point of writing music anyway is to share it with other people.
If you have the chance to pick up a songwriter of your choice, to write one song, who will you pick up?
I'm a huge John Rich fan, and I love all the stuff he's ever written, and especially with Big and Rich and Gretchen Wilson and Jason Aldean, but I really love his writing, and that's the one guy I'd love to write with.
So, and with who you like to perform on stage together?
One person, and I've had the honor to actually, in the past couple of years, to share the stage with a lot of people that I grew up listening to, Joe Diffie's one we got to do this past year. Jeff Bates, I've always been a huge fan of him. Doug Stone, and Tracy Lawrence, and a bunch of those. But the one that I haven't got the chance to do yet would be Hank Williams Jr., and that would be like the icing on the cake for me. That would be the one.
It's really interesting to hear with who you like to be on stage, because you pick up, now that's the old guys in country music. You didn't pick up one of the current artists. Yeah. That's interesting.
I'm friends with a lot of those guys, like Luke Bryan and Craig Campbell. We're all from Georgia, and I've known Craig Campbell for 20-something years, and Luke probably longer, about as long as two, because Craig introduced me to him when we were all still back in Georgia playing all the college towns, and I've shared the stage with all those guys. We played tons of shows together over the last 10, 15 years, but Hank has always been something that I always had a milestone. I always wanted to be able to share the stage with him. So, I'm really proud of all the guys. Tyler Farr. I'm a huge friend of Tyler, and I love his music too, Tyler Farr. And I've had the honor of sharing stage with him. We've been very blessed this past couple of years. But Hank's just always been one of those I've always wanted to share stage with.
So, what's the best to be in the spotlight of the audience?
The best, to me. It's all about the song, and I want them to relate to the song. And to me, the greatest thing is, like I say, I love to get on stage and play live. That's my thing. But some of the most special moments I've ever had while performing was after the show. When you go out and meet the fans or meet the people at the show, and someone comes up and says, "Hey, your song Whiskey," for instance, just a couple weeks ago, it helped me through a tough time in my life. That means more to me. On top of, they spent their hard-earned money that they work hard for to buy our tickets or come out to the show and buy our merchandise or whatever. But when they come up to you and it's something that you wrote or, you've recorded, touched their life in some way, that's, to me, is like the whole round. It comes together full circle when it does that,
So it seems to be when you're sitting in restaurants, fans always coming to you asking for autographed a CD or anything else. But are they also gentle enough to give you time to eat?
Oh yeah, it's my thing is that people asked when you do this, if you get to this point in your career, would you still go in Walmart? And I was like, I got a friend that has grown right, Luke Bryan, and super success. I'm very proud of his success. And I'm like, I'm going to tell you the same way that my friend Luke said. If I need to go in Walmart, I'm going to go in Walmart. If people want to stop and have a picture with me, I'm going to stop and have a picture with them, because they're the reason why we get to do what we do. So they deserve a little bit of that time, no matter if it's, we may not be at a show and you run into somebody, but hey, if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to play music like we do, And to me, we're working together. It's our music. It's not just mine. It's our music. It's the fans' music, yours and mine. Even though I wrote it or I recorded it, it's ours to share.
To give us a little idea, how does a day looks like outside of the music biz for you?
Well, when I do have some time off, it's depending on whether it's spring or fall or summer or winter. I'm a huge deer hunter. I love to hunt. Yeah, I'm a huge bow hunter, and I love to fish. So it just depends. If I'm where I can get in a boat or get in a tree, that's where I'll be at,
Okay, let's see. You're a big fan of fishing. Yeah. So what was the biggest fish you ever catch?
The biggest fish I've ever caught was this past year. We were up in, we did some Massachusetts. We had a little tour. We had 5 shows up there this past year. And we had a 2-day layover, and the guy that had the club we had played at the night before says, "I got a little place in Cape Cod, and I want to take you fishing." And I'm like, "Man, I'm in. I love to fish anyway." And I'd never went striper fishing. And I caught one that was a little over 29 pounds. So that was the biggest fish I've ever caught. And it was a blast. It was a blast.
And I bet next year when we see each other, it was 40 pounds.
No.
I'm kidding.
You have to stretch it every once in a while, but truthfully, it was just a little over 29 pounds.
Okay.
But it felt like, when I was trying to reel it in, it was like he was trying to pull a car up out of the bay. But it was a ton of fun, man. And we're going back this year, and I told him, I said, whatever we got to do, we're going back and doing it again. So we already got that in the works for this year in January. Cool. June. I'm sorry, in June.
So when fans like now to keep up to date with what's going on with you, what's the best way for them?
Well, you can just go to LanceStinson.net. But it's got all my social media stuff. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Reverb Nation, Bands in Town. We're on. There are 8 different social media sites. But the easiest way is just to go to my website and list them all on there. And we love to chat with them. So shoot us a line. I love to talk with you.
Cool. Yeah. So folks, you know what to do if you want to keep up to date with him, or stay here on Country Music News International, where we have the latest news about him. Have a good one here from Nashville, Tennessee.
Thank you.